What is position management? Position management is the process, structure, and technology used to maintain position in an organization. This is done independently from employees. It gives control over hiring with the ability to define hiring rules and restrictions for each position, including the number of positions to fill must be specified. Approved position is required before hiring, promoting, transferring, or demoting workers. And each position created can have its own definition and hiring restrictions. Defining and tracking every open position is a key part of position management. This results in the following benefits to improve speed and accuracy in workforce planning, succession planning and internal mobility opportunities, organizational recruiting, human capital reporting, improve payroll accuracy, and budget to actual analysis.
Job design of position management. In human resource management, job design can be understood as the process through which a job process is defined, the work of the group organized, which involves structuring the workplace on the basis of the job analysis. In job design, human resources also has to take into consideration the whole organization's goal so that individual and group goal is aligned in such a way that the organizational goal is achieved. The steps on creating job design. While planning the job design, you have to keep in mind the following steps to have the successful job design implemented. First is job information. Human resource needs to have the information about the job being performed by the employee. It not only helps in the evaluation of the compensation design for an employee but also gives the role clarity. Information that is not true may lead to disparities between the plan and its execution and then the evaluation. So it is important to have the proper documentation work about the role and duties to be done on the time and should be communicated properly to the employees. The second step is job analysis. The next is to analyze all the information collected, and the HR has to pick out the imperative and important aspect of the job that is required to be done and the responsibilities that are to be carried out in the job. Not only do the duties and responsibilities of the job have to kept in mind, but HR also needs to see how the employees are feeling about the job. This can be done through a direct interview or through circulating a questionnaire so that the job design can be planned accordingly. For human resource, doing the job analysis, it is better for them to have a line manager specific to that domain to be a part of the process for better accuracy. Third is develop the plan. On the basis of the information analyzed about the job and about how the employee feels about his or her job, to check if there is any sign of discomfort or dissatisfaction regarding their job. When you have evaluated this information, you need to see which method of job design you have to apply for the employee. Last but not the least is the implementation. After deciding on the job design method to be rolled out, human resource needs to implement it in a successful way, where the goal of the individual and the company are in alignment. And you also need to guide the employee at every step about their role and responsibilities and why it will be beneficial for them to carry out the action for a particular job design method. Next is job design method and techniques. There are broadly 4 types of job design methods and techniques that are used to bring some changes in the job structure for an employee. Find below these methods and techniques of job design. First is job rotation. Job rotation is the lateral shift of the job role or position. It happens between the job levels and it cannot be mistakenly considered a promotion, as it does not help the person to move up the ladder of his or her career. It is done on a temporary basis where employees are moved back to their previous job after a stipulated time. It has many benefits like first is learning. When employees are getting the opportunity to carry out a new role, they will definitely get to learn one of the other thing. It becomes a great way to transfer knowledge, skills, and competencies that lead to human capital accumulation. Second is flexibility. In a situation where there are more employees involved in job responsibility, then employees get more flexibility in performing the job role. The last benefit is employee replacement. This technique serves the organization from the loss that it would be borne when any of the employees suddenly leaves. Rotating employees in that role can help the organization for an immediate period. Here, the job rotation method becomes the savior. The second technique is job enlargement. Job enlargement, as the name suggests, is about adding more responsibilities or activities in the same job to the employee. This means that employees will do different activities in the job that eliminates the boredom that the employee was going through, and it also eliminated the monotonous work of the employee. The benefits that the employee and the organization can yield from job enlargement are: first is earn a higher wages. Employees can earn higher wages after getting more responsibilities added to their role. Second is give more autonomy. Along with autonomy comes accountability and responsibilities. As the person is now handling more responsibility, they are given autonomy to do their job and they are more accountable for the result that they are extracting. Third benefit is the career growth. When additional responsibility is given to the employees, they are also given the training so that they carry out the duties successfully. This helps the employee in learning new skills that can help in their future career. Next technique is job enrichment. This is the method where the motivators are added to the existing job, like adding skill variety, extra tasks, given feedback, meaning to the job, and increased autonomy. Through this method, the job is made more meaningful for the employee. The benefits are increased satisfaction. When the meaning of the job is enhanced, then the employee is more satisfied with the job. As the intensity and scope of the work have been increased, employees feel happier with the job. And the last benefit is better psychological states. It leads to increased meaningfulness for the work, which leads to high quality results from the employee and increased employee experience. The last technique is job simplification. It is the process where a few tasks are removed from the job to make the job more focused on the main job. The aim behind this method is to initiate improved work methods that can maximize the output along with minimizing expenses and costs. Here are the two benefits of job simplification. Creating unnecessary work. Employees said they wasted time because of the long hours. These long hours are taken by the work that is unnecessary and that does not fetch any out or profit. Hence, removing such work will help the employee do the important required work. Second benefit is make employee more focused. When the extra work is removed, employee is left with important and output-driven work, which brings more profit and minimizing the cost of the employee. Importance of job design. Job design is an important and crucial part of human resource management. It has a direct impact on the productivity and efficiency of the organization. It also contributes significantly to the enhancement of working conditions. It creates the tasks that must be completed in order for the project to be completed effectively.
Classification and position management. Classification, the process of determining the appropriate pay plan, series, and grade of position based on its designate duties and responsibilities and consistent with prevailing laws, standards, and guidelines. The basic purposes of classifying jobs are: number 1, to help in recruitment and selection by defining significant qualification standards. Number 2, to help in designing and developing standards for performance and appraisals. Number 3, allocating responsibilities aligned to the company mission and vision and to those that help in the realization of organization, business plans, and strategies. Number 4, identification of career and growth path in organization. Number 5, establish standards for compensation. Position management. Position management is the process of planning, managing, and reporting about the positions within an organization, regardless of whether the positions are filled or open. By necessity, many HR processes and tools center around people. Position management provides a robust foundation upon which those people processes should be built.
Organizational design and management. What is organizational design? Organizational design, also called organizational structure, is a step-by-step method that identifies aspects of workflow, production, and systems within a company or organization. This method allows businesses to re-evaluate their practices and find better and more effective ways to achieve the company's goals. What are the benefits of organizational design? Organizational design can inspire employees to take part in the company's management, allowing the business to hire leaders from within. Companies can also use organizational design to express the hierarchy of leadership and daily expectations from each employee. What are the elements of organizational design? There are 6 elements of organizational design that can affect how employees and managers interact and divide primary duties. The 6 elements are: first, work specialization. Work specialization is a process that assigns each professional to a specific task. Because the management of the company is clear in what they expect from their employees, each one can focus on their task, gaining special skills and experience that can help them improve. Second, departmentalization and compartments. Departments and compartments are teams of professionals within a larger company. This component of organizational design allows each compartment or department to focus on a specific task the professionals in each group work together to achieve. Compartments refer to teams of professionals who each are from the different career path and specialty. These professionals each used their own talents to help complete the project. Third, formalization of elements. Formalization specifies the relationships and rules within a company. Larger companies often have a more distinct formalizations of primary rules than smaller companies. This is because employees may fill multiple roles in a smaller company. Fourth, centralization and decentralization. Centralization and decentralization refers to senior levels of employees who can influence company decisions. Each company rests somewhere on a scale of centralization. Fifth, span of control. A leader can be more successful when they manage an appropriate amount of employees. Span of control is an element of organizational design that accounts the number of people a leader supervises and the tasks they handle. And lastly, the chain of command. The chain of command of the company describes the business hierarchy and can affect workplace culture and the efficiency of work production. An organizational chart can visually portray each employee's place in the company's hierarchy, and the company may have a strict or flexible chain of command.
What are the organizational principles? There are 5 organizational design principles. First, specialization principle. This principle states that boundaries should exist to encourage the development of specialist skills. Second, coordination principle. This principle states that activities that are done should be coordinated in a single unit. Third, knowledge and competence principle. This principle states that responsibilities should be allocated to the person or team best fit to do them. This means that tasks are retained by higher levels based on their knowledge and competitive advantage. Fourth, control and commitment principle. This principle is about having effective control on the one hand while maintaining engagement and commitment on the other hand. This is always a balance. Fifth is innovation and adaptation principle. This principle states that organizational structures should be sufficiently flexible to adapt to an ever-changing world. Why organizational design is important. When organizational design is effective, it can have a number of benefits, including increased efficiency, faster and more effective decision-making, improved quality of goods and services. Importance of organizational design are dealing with contingencies. A contingency can be explained as an event that might occur without any expectation, and the management should properly plan to meet such contingencies. Competitive advantage. In the modern competitive age, every organization wants to design its structure in such a way as to have the maximum sustained competitive advantage. Diversity in workforce. Diversity in workforce on account of differences in race, gender, and the place of origin of workers has an important impact on organizations' effectiveness. Innovation and efficiency. Those organizations that produce goods and services as per the expectations of the people are successful. The design and use of new and more efficient organizational structure is equally important in producing quality goods and services.